now that I have your permission, yeah, okay, we'll start. Now that you're ready,
Yeah,
I was
I'm ready.
ready ages ago, but never
Yeah,
mind,
you have my consent.
Mister Stop and Chat. I don't need consent. Thank you,
Oh, that's a
thank you.
strong words.
I take what I
From
want.
the cis white male.
Joyride. This is the third studio album by Studio. Oh shit, fucked that up already. Swedish
start.
pop duo Roxette. It was released on 28th of March 1991 as a follow-up to their international breakthrough Look Sharp! Exclamation mark. And the single It Must Have Been Love from the soundtrack to Pretty Woman. That's all I've written. That's all I know. If you got anything to say, or should we just end the podcast?
Well, no, I was looking forward to a delightful chat about Roxette, but I mean, if you want to give up and segue onto something else instantly, I guess. It Must Have Been Love wasn't on this album, it was on the previous one. Like, do your 10,000 hours of research, Dan.
Well, if you were listening, I said, and the non-album single, It Must Have Been Love, from the soundtrack to Pretty Woman. The last sentence I said.
Okay. Yeah,
This is going very badly.
Listen to you. Yeah. I have, I don't have headphones. I just have like surround sound speakers all around me. So your voice fills the room and my heart. And I just missed it. That's all.
Fill everybody's heart. This could be quite a tense podcast, I imagine. I mean, the emotion, when we're talking about a band like Roxette, the emotions run high. The love and adoration for this band.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever met anyone who didn't fucking like Roxette? Like, we normally do rock albums and heavy metal albums, and
We do.
we're doing a pop album.
Yeah.
Does anyone in the world not like Roxette?
I think the answer to that is no. Everybody loves Roxette. Yeah.
No.
Let's be
It
fair.
must have been love, but it's over now.
Like, from their break on the scene with that glorious, the catchy na-na-nas of The Look, you know? They just smash through, modern radio.
Look.
Yeah. Na 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 na. Oh, everybody's singing along at home, mate, in your cars. Like,
Everybody all together now.
turn up.
Yeah. You're ruining it. Come on, everybody all together. 1, 2, 3.
2, 3.
No, 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 no. No, 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 no.
That's how it goes. I think everybody should
Fucked it
turn
up.
off this podcast and go and listen to some Roxette and then come back and hear us talk about Roxette. Ready? Go. Okay, I'm welcome.
Ooh, it's so dangerous. Got what it takes to
another
da.
Yeah. Like, we could spend our full 30 minutes just singing hits of Roxette, couldn't we?
We should do that for the next 30 minutes, shall we?
And then the follow-up episode, 30 minutes of ABBA. as
Boom,
we
crash,
remember.
bang.
Oh, crash, boom, bang, man. You're going past their peak. So, look, not
Oh,
peak behind.
They never peaked. They never peaked. It was just a solid acceleration upwards from beginning to end.
Did. They really did peak. And look, I'll openly say that this Roxette was my first big band as a young man. I love the first cassette tape I ever bought was Roxette's Tourism.
You know how I know you're gay? Your first record was Roxette Tourism.
Well, I can't argue that. It's you backed it up with paperwork.
Did your parents sort of look at you and go, Brad, is this something you want to tell us? Right?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if they knew. I spent my own money. I went into
You kept it in the closet. You hid it
and found
from
it.
the world.
More backstory. My introduction to Roxette was from the girl I was crushing on at the time, and for the sake of this story, we'll call her Jodie.
And girl, we'll just put that in like inverted commas.
Yeah.
Like girl.
And that was the wrong name to say because that was her actual name. But anyway, Jody, she gave me.
Which can also be a boy's name, Jody. That's
Sure,
a girl's
yeah,
name and
let's
a
go with
boy's
that,
name.
yeah.
So it's the non-binary kind of
She did have short
name for the girl.
confusing
Yeah.
times. Confusing times. And
Yeah.
a dubbed version of or wasn't their first album, but their first commercial album. Was it shit? It was called
Look Sharp.
wasn't it? Yeah.
Exclamation mark.
Look Sharp.
Yes, son of a bitch.
So he gave me that, and I was like, sweet fucking Jesus. I like this chick, and she's giving me music, so I'm going to like this music. And I'd seen the music video, the na-na-na-na-na, and the hot blonde chick.
Not hard on the eye, was she?
Oh, my Lord. She was my first love.
She could rock a pair of tight leather pants, couldn't she? Oh,
Woo. You could even put up with her singing just to watch her dance around. Yeah.
yeah. Trench coat and a mullet.
Oh, yeah.
Flopping around in the background, miming guitar.
Bit of hairspray, possibly one cross earring hanging from one ear.
Yeah, just ignore that. Hot chicken front. Hot chicken front.
Just a hot chicken front. Get out the front, Marie. Get it done.
Little gap between her teeth. Oh.
Yeah. Actually, in that music video, to the look, there's like a simulated sexual liaison, isn't there? Like a lady in red gets pushed down on the bed by the man in the leather jacket. Again, it was an awakening.
You could do that sort of thing back then. That was considered romantic. Today, it's obviously a rape. There's power dynamics.
Wow.
Let's hope there was no people of color involved.
She had the look, So na. She had the look. That's all she had to be said.
She had the look. She had the look, Your Honor.
So I had that dub tape, and then, went out to this little record store in Dinsdale, bumfuck nowhere, Waikato, New Zealand, and bought Tourism. And it was great. Loved it from start to finish. That's all I listened to. And then this wonderful piece of musical history.
Is Tourism the second record?
No, it came after the one we are reviewing tonight. So by saying then came, I'm saying I acquired Joyride after Tourism.
Yeah, because I was reading about this. They started off in Sweden. Sweden, walking up and shooting.
Would you like to come back to my place? Bouncy, bouncy.
Bouncy. And it started in Sweden, and it seemed like they got picked up by EMI Records, who sort of kind of wanted to release them. It seemed like they're a bit unsure, and they seemed to get released on compilation sort of thing, mini CDs, rather than the full whack albums, and they just sort of got big on radio and exploded, and they sort of had to release it. That's the impression I got from reading Wikipedia tonight.
Yeah. The record record label had to. Yeah, they were like, the look was just a smash hit. You couldn't stop it. Like, awful comparison would be Last Kiss by Pearl Jam, that it just became a big hit and they didn't do anything with it. But I suppose Roxette were trying to be something, I guess. So, horrible comparison.
I didn't know this, but before Roxette, the guitar player, What's his name?
Just Per.
Per Gizzle?
Yeah, Per.
Per Gizzle?
Yeah, Per. Like pear. Maybe say it like pear, like the fruit. I hope he's listening.
He probably is.
In the comments how to say your name.
The enormous reach of this show. Unbelievable.
Wow.
He had a bunch of hit records before with a partnership he had with another dude, and she had solo records that didn't really sell that very many. And eventually she was his backing singer on a couple albums, and then they got together and finally did the Roxette thing, and it all just went kapow.
It all just happened.
Kapow.
Perfect storm. Yeah. Like, honestly, the Beatles of Sweden. Forget ABBA, Roxette. all day long. Just
Yeah, he wrote a song for the ABBA lady on one of her solo records, Frida. He worked with her.
oh, I didn't
But
know
also a
that.
big Beatles influence where they call Joyride is taken an homage from Magical Mystery Tour, the Beatles.
Sure. And there's a lot of Sergeant Pepper's sort of blending of all the songs together, like the "Come join the Joyride, get your tickets here," and it's like a carnival, and then they play the song, and then it blends into it's Hot Blooded is the second song, isn't it? Yeah. But this, like, I can
Blooded.
yeah, this album was high rotation for me, start to finish as a young lad. Before, again, I'm a little
Puberty.
younger than you, but well, no, on the cusp. Like I said, this was puberty, and
Just
then,
before coming out.
moved on to. I think I'm in with Tom Cruise and R. Kelly. We're buried in the closet here, still to this day, listening to Roxette.
R. Kelly can't be held by any closet, R. Kelly's outside the closet for a long time. He's peeing on women. He's got room full of underage girls on the payroll. Like he's living the dream. He's in prison now, but never mind.
Yeah. But no, so front to back, I know this album. Yeah, absolutely. Had the posters. But then, Nirvana, all that stuff sort of kicked off for me. And then, yes, I was late arrival to the grunge. Weezer, all those things took Roxette away. But in my heart, they were always still there. And when they put out in 94 their grunge album, Crash Boom Bang, I believe it was called, I loved it. I was there and I'd listen to it thinking, I could walk in to any seventh form common room and play this song and everybody would go, yeah, this sounds great.
Ballad, Crash Boom Bang.
And I thought, now
sounds like you're thinking badly.
Yeah, I was. I was delusional because Marie, she had like captured me with her feminine wiles. She could do no wrong in her leather pants.
It was a good song, though. What's wrong with that?
I mean, that album, there's nothing wrong with it. After that album, a lot of atrocities. Crash Boom Bang, I think that's what it was called. Damn. Then they did the lead song to Super Mario Brothers movie.
Yeah.
Did you know that? Almost Unreal. Great song. Again, stop listening to us and listen to Almost Unreal. I love it. And then after that, downhill.
I don't remember that song at all, but I was reading tonight that they said it wasn't their most inspired moment, and that's what Piers said. And Marie, is it? Marie Fredrickson? She said if you wanted to make a parody of Roxette, that's what that song would sound like.
That's what you'd call it, but I still loved it. I was like, I'm here for this. I'm here for this. And they had the odd song a couple of years after that, but that style of music I definitely drifted away from. But it's, this album and Look Sharp and Tourism are always going to be just those little touchstones of Little Brad. Have you seen, now this is, I'm jumping away from the album, but Marie passed away, unfortunately, right? I think she had some brain tumor or something.
She had a brain tumor and she had it removed. A newspaper started a rumor that she had a second brain tumor and she sued them for compensation. And apparently the newspaper said, we just sort of made that up. But then she got it later on and died. Yeah.
Oh, so the newspaper was right. Did they get their money back?
They were ahead of the curve a little. They just made some shit up at the time, but it did come back and get her.
Put it out there in the universe. But what's happened now is Per, right? He doesn't have his Marie, so he's no longer Roxette. But he's
not a pair anymore. Roxette. He's just a single.
He's a single. He's an orange. And but he still wants to play those songs. So he's started a new band, kind of, and it's called PG Roxette. Like as in Per Gessel Roxette, and also maybe PG rated Roxette, but it's PG Roxette. is the artist name now on Spotify, and when they're doing tours. So it's just Roxette, but it's just him.
Just wants that Roxette money. Come and see the good songs.
I mean, I'm sure he's got enough.
He wrote them. He's allowed to tour them.
Yeah. And some of them are good and some of them are awful. And let's get into that now. When you chuck this in the player, in the CD player, and you hit play, and Joyride kicked off, what emotions came to mind?
It's just a great little catchy ditty little pop song, isn't it? Fantastic.
Did you just remember all of it? Did you just know it instinctively?
Yeah. It's one of those songs you know the words as you hear the song.
That's it.
First time you hear it, you know.
Out of nowhere, had to jump in my car.
Yeah. And then whistling, which I can't do.
Can't you not? 40
I used to be able to.
All right. What happened?
I'm having trouble. A lot of years in prison, just taking it in the mouth. My cheeks are ruined.
Sure. Loosens the lips a little.
I just blow and the wind just goes basically now. But, you know, I never got beat up. You know, you just become someone's bitch and take it.
Yeah. You just take, all right, well, that's it. Just accepting life's twists and turns.
I'm a prison bitch now. You just go, okay, that's the next stage of life. I'm just going to deal with it.
I'm really happy they're letting us do the podcast during visiting hours. This is great.
Yeah.
Must have been hard, like
very nice of them.
To Roxette on the communal CD player.
Well, I'm the prison bitch, so no one's really surprised at all.
It's just,
you know, it's really just, it's like putting up the bat signal, like open for business, really.
Yeah, that's it. Just an aphrodisiac. Dan the Joyrider. Yeah.
In case there was any doubt.
We're in agreement. Classic pop song. If it's not on at least one of your playlists, there's something wrong with you. But then, I'll be honest, we segue into track 2, and it's not the strongest on the album. Hot Blooded. Right? I believe
I like it.
Long before. You like it? Okay. I'd enjoy it, but I think it's one of the weaker parts of the album.
I've got my epics. Joyride is an epic. Hot Blooded I've got as a decent, and decent just means it's not epic.
Okay.
But it's not bad.
Maybe that's fine. Right. I think it was written long before like their first album, so it's an old, like a filler that Per brought in just to say, I want you, hot chick in leather pants, to sing about how hot-blooded you are.
You know, I'm surprised how rocking they are. You know, they got a nice guitar song. They're all upbeat. It's all a lot of energy and rocky. Nothing wrong with it. It's good. It's just not their peak. It's not their peak stuff.
No,
but
it's their attempt to be. Do you remember that chick that did? Oh my god! Did the middle of a dry spell. What's that song?
Alana Miles.
No, yeah, Black Velvet. That's it. That's what it sounds like to me. A little bit. Sounds like it should be on one of her albums. Very American.
It's a good song.
Yeah, I didn't say it wasn't a good song. I'm just saying that's what Hot Blooded reminds me of.
Another good song.
Fuck that song. We're doing. I don't think we're going to end up doing the track by track, are we? But
well, if we go quickly,
is epic for me. Fading Like a Flower. Jesus, stadium filler. What a great.
Fading like a flower. Yeah, epic. Love it. Everybody loves it.
Tell me why.
Who doesn't love it?
There's no reply.
If you don't love the song, write in the comments, I am a fuckhead. And if you do like the song, point at the people who don't like the song and say, you are a fuckhead.
Fuckheads, that's it. This is a song, even the other day, like 3 days ago in 2023, it was on the speakers in the supermarket as I walked the aisles. And every motherfucker in there was humming it. I was like, Roxette, getting it done.
First day of prison, just walk in there singing this song. You'll be made someone's bitch immediately, and you'll never take a punch to the mouth.
Just make friends. That's it.
That's
Make
that's
sure.
100% guaranteed. I've seen it 1,000 times.
Oh, I try to hide away. Oh, man. It's just great. All right. Then we take a little drop down, knocking on every door. I could skip that. That's an easy skip, I reckon.
No, it's a good one.
Really?
Yep, don't mind.
Keep knocking on every door. We can't
Catchy little ditty.
They don't flag if we sing so good, eh? They don't flag our podcast if we sing so good that the Google bots think we're playing actual music.
I mean, we're obviously perfect singers with, perfect pitch. However, we do sing off key to fill the algorithm in the bots.
Yes. Thanks for clarifying that, because I was feeling a little bad. I knew I could slam these songs for sure.
Now, while you're slamming that song, you also know every word in the melody, and you know every lyric.
This album, this is me, bro. Like inside and out. This album,
schizophrenic.
I got it all. Yeah, I got it all. This album, like this is a part of me. This created me. And we seem to be friends still. So you are friends with this album.
I love the singles on the radio, but I didn't really want to admit it to myself. But I liked the videos and the girl was hot and it was all good. And then you said, oh, I really love Roxette. And I went, yeah. And I would listen to the songs and go, it's good, isn't it?
The amount of people throughout my life that I've said secretly, oh man, look, I kind of like Roxette. They've all gone, yeah, fuck, I do too. You know, it's a common thing. So if you're a Roxette fan out there and you're feeling like you're in the closet, just open the door and walk into the sunshine and you will find many other supporters. Perkins was a very, very rich man.
This was my air cleaner album. Like I was listening to Metallica and Anthrax and Slayer, and then I'd put on, it'll be all bass heavy and boom, boom, boom. And I put this on, it sort of cleans out your ears. You get some high frequencies, you know.
Perfectly mixed and mastered. Just, nothing offensive.
It's in Purr's own studio called Tits and Ass. He recorded it. Great name for a studio. Tits and Ass recording.
Well, in Swedish, it's like Tits and Ass. Tits and Ass.
Tits and Ass. Tits and Ass.
Tits and Ass.
Tits and Ass.
Tits and Ass.
Spending my time.
The big smash of this record, without a doubt. All over RTR Countdown. Do you remember that motherfucker back in the day?
No one knows what you're talking about.
Spending My Time. Right?
Epic.
Epic. Because it's a wonderful ballad. Again, a stadium filler. People singing at the back of the hall. And B, the music video had Marie rolling around on a bed in her underwear. Like,
perfect.
These guys knew what they were doing.
Well, yeah. Oh, fantastic marketing. Geniuses, really.
Yeah.
How did they think of it?
It's like something sells anything really easy. What's that thing that sells everything really easy?
Anyway,
Sheets.
I Remember You. Next song. Decent.
Was it I remember. I remember. Seems like it was yesterday. Not the best, but it's on the album. It's passable. Yeah.
Watercolor in the Rain. Decent.
This is
Brambles.
Could skip this one. Yeah. Not too catchy. Could skip it. And then we're back up. We're jumping up again. This is the last single off the album. And it's really good, but I don't know why they put it so late on the record. The Big Love. The Big L.
You gotta spread it out. But here's the problem. The Big L. I put Epic.
Yeah.
I'm going to say we're going to start to get a bit of a nosedive at this point.
Are we? Do you think after the last single, do you think we're going to go downhill?
Yeah. I think there's a little curve at the end of this record.
Well, I say yes and no with one caveat. Caveat? I don't know how you say that. I'm not educated. There is a banger. The penultimate song on this album is a banger, for sure. But yes.
The next song got so deep. I put decent and I put borderline because I just couldn't make up my mind.
Yeah, agreed. spinning your heart round the wire.
Yeah, borderline being my finger is hovering over the skip button.
Yeah,
Not
for
quite sure what to do.
Yeah. For long-time listeners of the podcast, and I know there are some constant listeners, we've dropped for many, many episodes the skippability portion of our music episodes. And that's just because we're lazy and forgetful. We just don't remember our own.
Shut up. Do you get excited? I got a decent on that one. It's all right. That's good.
Oh, I got
a horny one.
Have you seen the music video for that motherfucker? It's like porn. She's just dancing around in a see-through swimsuit in the desert. Nipples and everything. Like,
how do they think of these things?
That's
incredible.
It's like they want to sell product, and they've found the formula for how to sell product. I'm not sure what it is.
It's two completely separate things. I mean, one has got a bed, and the other's in the desert. Like, there's no connection there. What are you talking about? No
connection. I mean, there's white, mildly see-through attire in one video, and then there's white, very, very perfectly see-through attire.
I don't see a connection. I don't see
I don't see a connection either.
Church of Your Heart. I got a decent.
This is Purr. I'm giving Purr a skip on the Church of Your Heart. That's an like. I'm definitely more of a Marie fan than a Purr fan. You know,
I'm feeling the curve. I'm feeling the drop off.
You're feeling the drop off. Okay.
Small
talk and physical fascination.
Physical fascination. I've got definite hard filler. What a piece of shit.
Yeah. Well, so I just watched a video the other night, and it's people talking to Purr, asking him questions, and this guy said, "Wow, physical fascination. You never play it, you know. It's one of my favorite songs." And then Purr responds with, "Yeah, when we recorded it, Marie, she did not like it, but I like it. I think it's one of my best songs. So we play it now." And I love
now that she's dead.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd say Marie was maybe quality control.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, though it is on the album, so can't be that much quality control.
Marie, everything I do is amazing. Amazing. Listen to this amazing song. I just read another amazing song.
I want you to sing the song about being physically attracted to me or to some other male. That's not me when I write the songs. I'm not thinking you're going to sing them about me, but could you sing this one about, do you get excited? Oh, do you get excited? I don't get excited, Marie. And then she records it. So I guess she wanted money too, you know?
She's like, oh, yeah, I fucking just gave in after a while. He kept on going on about it. Well, you know what he's like? Fuck him. Things will never be the same. I got another decent / borderline, takes a while to get going.
No, I'm going epic. Epic for sure. And that might be because I used to always listen to, on the tourism album that I purchased before this one. They do a live acoustic version of it. And it's the most killer thing, absolutely, that they did. She just wails all the way through, and it's wonderful. So the production on this does take away from the artistry of the song, Daniel, but I still enjoy it.
You little slap. Perfect Day. I got filler, hard filler, piece of shit.
Yeah, hard filler.
Like this song.
Yeah. Why would you end the album with that?
Just delete.
Things will never be the same. Let it like fade out. Maybe come back in again like Helter Skelter and then fade out again. You would have been great, but that's okay. Yeah, so that's the album. There is an extended version, but it's just all demos and crap.
Yeah, I got that. That's another little rant. Fuck these iTunes streaming places and their 30, 45 song bullshit, all the crap you never wanted to fucking, and ask for, and you can't. You got to create another playlist to put them in to get rid of all the shit. It's just
that's
fucking annoying.
I do like for this. if it's a band you really like if Metallica put out, the Black Album demos and songs they didn't put on, you'd listen to it. You might not ever listen to it again if it's no good. But as a fan, that shit is fascinating. Like the Beatles anthology and all these Nirvana special editions and stuff. I enjoy it's like going through an old box of photographs or something, the nostalgia of it all and the stuff that should never have been released. But it's only good for one or two listens, and then you just want to hear the album. Yeah, you're right.
Well, how are you going to rate the son of a bitch?
You know what? I'm an uber fan of Roxette, without a doubt. And this album cover, like the two of them in the kind of the circus, I used to draw that shit on my like school books, man. I had like.
Is there a shorter version of this? Like
9 out of 10. Nine times that Per tried to get Marie to record physical penetration before she did. Sorry. Physical, what's it called? Physical fascination.
Shut up. Yeah, I'm gonna give it nine tumors. Fantastic. It just wins me over. There's a couple of crapper ones, but just gonna go for it.
The charm of it all just wins you over. Yeah, I think this is the highest double rating we've ever given. Like, we are the pairing of Per and Marie together, creating a 9 out of 10.
It's a cat's meows and her. Yeah, that's my joke.
Yeah, it didn't really hit, but
let's just pause a little and let the laughter die down.
Okay, just hold on. Maybe an ovation.
Hang on, it's still going.
Mm-hmm. I missed the chance to see these guys live a couple of years back, which is a shame. I thought,
what a dickhead. She was on the fucking edge.
Yep, she was. But I saw the tickets come out, and then I went and checked out current YouTube footage of their concerts, and it was really bad. Like, she was in quite a state. She wasn't singing very well, and I thought, no, I'll give it a miss. But now I kind of regret it. Not because she died, but just so I could have said, I saw the band,
She wasn't hot anymore and you lost interest. She had a craggy old face. She's 61 years old.
Solidly on the head. Yeah. It's true. I didn't want to see her past her peak.
Yeah.
That's it.
If it was super hot 25-year-old Marie.
100%.
And her voice, and she had a bit of a cold and her voice was bad that month, you'd be like,
take my money. Yeah. Absolutely.
What a scumbag. Fucking hell.
I'm just being honest.
Shall we wrap this one? Another perfect episode, by the way. I must congratulate you. No hissy fits, no tantrums. No one broke any glasses and stabbed anyone this episode, which is a rare, but welcome.
Well, to be fair, it's because we're recording in a prison. We have to be behaved.
That is true. And I have 3 men holding me down at the moment.
Yeah. Well, it's nice to see you on the other side of the glass, and orange is your color.
Would you like to press your hand against the glass and rub my nipple?
I was thinking I'd just blow hot air on the glass and then make a heart.
Let me up, boys. We're gonna hang on. It'll be hot. Trust me.
Yeah.
Come, Brett. What? There it is. There's my nipple.
Why are your prison pants torn so high?
I've been raped several times.
Jessica Simpson hot pants from the Dukes of Hazzard movie.
Oh, well. Episode. Well, my old John died, so I got to get a new one.
Right. Yeah. Do they give you your own room in there, or do you have to share?
Oh, definitely. It's definitely co-ed. It's definitely sharesies. Oh well. Yeah, there's a lot of information.
All right, I'll try and get you bail. No promises.
No rush.